The holder of victory. In any city, in any country, you must go to any large stadium or sports arena that you can find. When you reach the front desk, you must ask if the big fight is going on. Most of the time, the worker will look at you quizzically and reply no. Sometimes, however, the worker will nod excitedly, and you will be asked if you wish to buy a ticket. Reply yes, and the worker will stamp you out a ticket and pass it through. But if you have timed it right, just before you can take it, he will ask you, whose side are you on? So, whose side are you on? This is a trigger. Quickly and emotionally you must reply, I come here for the thrill. Replying anything else will get you torn to shreds by everyone in earshot. For whatever you reply, they seem to be rooting for the other man. Take your ticket and make your way to the elevator. Press the button for the highest level, and as you go up, the views of the city seen through the windows will get progressively shorter, going from a modern city to a 1930s skyline, to a sprawling coal-stained 19th century metropolis, and so on. No matter what button you pressed, the elevator will seem to go far past it, and the city will get more and more ancient, until you finally are standing into a modern elevator, gazing over a city that looks like Rome, but isn't. Take your ticket and make your way to the elevator again. Then you must exit the elevator. The moment that the doors close, a horrid crash will be heard, and those doors will not open again. You must take in the spectacle around you. You stand on the topmost tier of an impossibly large Colosseum-style arena, seemingly falling into hellish disrepair. Unidentifiable materials stain the walls. The pillars are cracked and crumbling, and the blackened roof is full of holes. The seats are filled with screaming, jeering creatures of horrid and unidentifiable origin, all watching an intense gladiatorial battle going on the bottom row. You must glance at your ticket and search out your seat amongst the creatures. It shouldn't be hard. The rows are well marked. Once you have reached it, sit down and watch the match. After about 7 minutes, you must lean over the thing next to you and ask conspiratorially, So, what are the odds of survival? He will glance about and say, Not very good. These words will be pronounced and answer in a surprisingly human voice after leaning towards you. A sudden roar will come from the crowd. One of the gladiators has gone down. The other will ram his sword through the fallen one's head, straighten and call to the jeering crowd, Who will face me next? If you have no sword, remain silent. One shall be handed to you soon in one of two ways. It will either be shoved roughly into your arm's hilt, or it will be shoven even more roughly into your ribs, blade first. If you have gained the sword of the White King, draw it discreetly. For the moment you do not want to call attention to your armaments, lest you be mobbed and torn asunder. After he calls twice more, stand on your seat, raise your sword in the air, and shout at the top of your lungs, I accept your challenge, holder of victory. The stadium will fall completely, utterly silent. The creatures will stare at you, unspeaking, and slowly part like an ocean, creating a path to the bottom. Take it speedily, but not too fast. You don't want to tire yourself out, and it is a long way down. When you reach the bottom, fall into the arena pit and face the gladiator. His face is masked by a demonic bronze helmet, and he wields a dark, jeweled sword and a tarnished buckler shield. Fight as hard as you can, and it still may not be enough, for this man has fought his whole life and sees you just as another pathetic challenger. And if you fall, he will give you no mercy. You will suffer the same fate as his prior opponent. Summon all your skill, and with a little luck, you will knock him down. The crowd, on the other hand, jeers for blood. But do not indulge them thus just yet. Raise your sword high above the fallen champion's head and ask him, "Who is he, and why does he allow such things to pass?" The champion will answer your question somewhat slowly. He'll stutter a bit at first, but then he'll pick up speed and get into the tale. It is a macabre story of how he came to be, who he is, and a deep explanation of things. Those that have happened, are happening, and have yet to occur. He will cower a little and ask, "I have paid your price. May I be released from my burden?" Sigh, close your eyes, and respond, "No, you have not. You have merely added yours to mine." And after saying those words, with all your strength, drive the sword through his head. The crowd will roar impossibly loud for a moment, and then they will vanish. The head of the games will slowly walk out. Kneel. It is not wise to be disrespectful. Close your eyes and simply listen to him get closer. It is not wise to watch him, for his real form becomes far more apparent as he nears you. It will drive the strongest minds to snap. He will place something around your neck and clap once. Open your eyes. You are standing on the top of the roof of a building 3 blocks from the stadium. If you hold the White King's sword, wipe it and sheath it. The White King's anger is settled just for the moment. If the sword you hold is not yours, do not bother wiping it. Hurl it from the roof, and then check the object around your neck. The medallion that you wear is object 112 out of 538. Your victory is true, but now they all seek to dethrone you.